Okay, 901. Now it's English session. So thank you for your companion for the past 30 minutes. So now we go to channel 5. Okay, so let's start. Okay. Okay, so last week, about Tuesday, I was in Italy with David Smith. So there was about 22 of us, and we are very fortunate to meet up with David Smith. And this trip, the main intention is to have a more intimate conversation with from the corporate with a few leaders, and to chart the future of LifeWave, and to give us a glance what is going to happen in LifeWave in the future. So there are something I cannot tell you, there are something I can tell you, but even those things that I cannot tell you, I have already told you a little bit before already, okay? Because I'm a very diligent person to follow David Zoom. So every Zoom I will listen, and I remember 5 years ago, what did he say? So whatever I've been telling you about LifeWave technology, okay, about either the waters lah, the pensions lah, the agricultures lah, the drones lah, the attire lah, the machines lah, anything is going to happen. Okay, it's going to happen. Okay. Now, so this is in Sardinia, is in Italy, is at the foot of a mountain. It's a vineyard. So David rented the entire vineyard to have a dinner with 22 of us. So it's a very generous gesture. And what I know, one of the corporate staff even tell me, David went to Sardinia first to recce the place, to make sure everything is arranged. Then he fly back. Then he fly back to US and fly back again to Italy to join us. So that means David really pay attention to this meeting. So it's a very warm meeting. So if you look at the scenery, is everyone is very, we feel very grateful to be part of this company. Okay, so I hope next year or the year after you'll be there with me. Okay, so and he said this, we all know LifeWave, this product is no, we have no competitors. You don't find any product that can work like this, that is priced like this. We don't find any company like this anymore, all the products. And yet David said this during the dinner. He said, with your capabilities, you can succeed in somewhere else, but you chosen LifeWave. So I'm grateful, and this is my little appreciation to you. Wow, it's so humble, because if a founder who has invented a technology like this, he can say, I invent this technology for you to help the people, right? And yet David is so humble to say, you can succeed anywhere. Although we don't have anywhere else to have this product, and yet he want to say this to show the appreciation. The reason I tell you this is, it doesn't matter what are the product that we are selling. It doesn't matter what is our compensation plan. The most important thing is the person behind everything. I've seen many gifted scientists. I've seen many gifted people, talented people who are genius, very high IQ. But the problem is, they don't have the integrity to manage the gift. So at the end, 聪明反被聪明误, they are killed by their own intelligence. Do you agree with me? There are a lot of people, yeah, they are very smart, they are very gifted, they are very genius, but their virtue, their morality, their integrity is not able to hold this. At the end, they collapse. Do you agree with me? If yes, start to a 444. If you agree with me, start to a 444. Okay, many people are gifted. Many people have their invention. Many people can come up with terrific products, but it's the integrity that really bring us the long way. So I tell you this story just to tell you, we are not following a company or the product. We are following a soul that is so much of compassion, and we have followed such a leader. Okay, I say I also feel tired because I recall the way he said. You just imagine David holding the mic, speaking like this, very humble, and we know that we all indebted because of the wealth, the health that I have accumulated, and yet he said this. I was very surprised. So the second thing that he says, we all thought that this patch is everything, right? Well, LifeWave is a wearable technology company, and we feel proud about this. And David said this: if you think that LifeWave is a patch company, if you think you have seen LifeWave, you have not seen anything here. So LifeWave is not going just to be a patch company. We are going to be a healthcare ecosystem provider company. So it is not just a patch, it's everything that you need to gain back your confidence to be a healthy living things, a healthy human beings. So David talked about this. He said, so we all know David want to help more people, right? He want to make the world a better place. But the thing is, David used a word is called fear. Fear. He said, nowadays, the problem is the fear. You go to vaccination, not because you think that the vaccination work, but because of fear. Today, you have cancer, you go to treatment, you go to radio, not because you want to, but because you have fear. Today, you decided to make this purchase to attend these classes, not because you want to, but because you have fear. So there is a lot of agenda around across the world. They are playing with the people fear. They use fear to driven emotion to manipulate the behavior. And health is the most fragile thing because when people are unhealthy, when people are sick, is the time is very easy to be manipulated. And when people inject fear, if you don't do this surgery, then it's not my responsibility. You better write this contract. So anything happen to you, it doesn't relate to me. This one, if you don't go surgery, when the tumor spread, it even more serious, So a lot of people are using fear to drive. And David said, this is the problem. We have to use more hope to replace the fear. And how LifeWave can be in the picture to provide a solution to let everyone have the confidence and hope to become healthy all by themselves. This is David's mission. This is what David wants to make the world a better place by giving people hope, removing the fear that everyone can get healthy on your own. Is it a noble mission or not? If yes, start to, and we are in part of the mission, we are in part of the mission to do the same thing with Mr. David. If you feel proud about this mission, start to. It's crazy. See, every time we listen to David, I really see a different level of things, This means that his spiritual awareness is very high. So every time he says something, just a few words, right? You open out your another world. This is why I strongly encourage you all next year, you all must see David, because when you listen to him in the Zoom, right, compared to you listen to him in a real life conversations, right, the kind of energy is like it can enlighten you just like this, So let's talk about a few technology. So all this technology I have been telling you all been a while, and I can't tell you next year whether will this be launched it or the year after. I'm not sure, because David never really say what kind of technology is going to come up. Okay, it's either one that I have spoken to you all. But this is the edge reversal water is here to come. Okay, so imagine that if X39, that frequency is able to be infused into the water, the more you drink it, the younger that you get. Fantastic, right? So this is going to come, is a matter of time. So if you are looking for any new water filter, okay, hold it first, because this age reversal water not only able to provide the kind of energy to reverse aging, it will also have those filter capacity and also have remineralization, as what I know. So it's a very complete water system. They make everyone, you don't need to think about any other system. Just follow this water system, clean, healthy, energized, power water. Okay. So now we talk about the healing food. So David talked about this. We have our technology to transform agriculture. Okay. He quoted an example. I always like David quote example. When he said, let me tell you an example. Oh, I'm always happy. So I always write down example. He said, do you know that aloe vera, we all know in holy food, right? Especially in Muslim. Aloe vera, if aloe vera is exposed to moonlight, not sunlight, moonlight, the aloe vera, you'll be able to absorb gold from the soil. Absorb gold from the soil if the aloe vera is exposed to moonlight. And after that, this aloe vera start to gain healing properties That means if this aloe vera is exposed to moonlight, it start to have healing properties. Which means to say sunlight is not just to empower the growth of the plant, it also enhance the nature of the plants by giving them healing properties. So I really open up my mind. So David was saying, so imagine, do you remember the award that I give to Jin Long about the Enlightenment Award? Okay, we are using same type of base material, but with the technology, we are able to transform the base material, the tin, into different kind of metals and so different kind of colors. So this is to prove we have already garnered the technology that we know what is the precise frequency that we can enhance the nature of a metal. So for those of you who don't know what is the Enlightenment Award, feel free to come to our KL Life Changer showroom. I'm happy to share with you this piece of award, which worth 50,000 US dollars. Okay, so no, sorry, 25,000 US dollars, not 50, 25 US dollars, 25,000 US dollars. Okay, so imagine, one day we are having a healing food in our gardens that when you take this food, it's not just to fill your stomach, it even can heal you from certain kind of ailment or illness. Don't you think it's wonderful? We are not talking about food to fill your stomach or protein or carbo to get your day going anymore. We are saying that you can feed your soul and body with a food with a healing properties that can really enlightening your soul. So this is how David is visualizing the future. That means in the future is about how to totally transform the agriculture, because food, I think we all know now, right? The food is actually a major crisis. A lot of food production is reducing because of the soil depletion. And I think this piece of technology is going to transform agriculture for every one of us. Imagine one day, maybe your friend don't believe you about the X39 right now. 5 years later, when you have LifeWave agriculture, the LifeWave carrot is so sweet, even have the healing properties. Who don't want to buy? At the end, it's a matter of time. Your friends will become your customer. So now you are early, grab this opportunity, do it the right way. So then I asked David this question. And David, I have a question. So if the technology is able to transform agriculture, can we also use it for the fish farming? I use it on a chicken farming. I think it's going to be good, right? So and David said we need some alteration. Like for example, when we are using the same piece of technology across species, right, we need to double confirm. So we need to do some alteration for different kind of organism. For example, when David found out the code of longevity for the lobsters, it cannot directly copy and paste to human beings. It need to do some alteration to make it suitable for human beings. So this is why same thing for this piece of technology. But David said, but the baseline, the answer is yes. So I just want you to picture, because now, because of the radioactive waste that being what you call being down by, can I say that? Yeah, being discharged by the Japanese government. I think when it comes to the food safety, when it comes to the fish safety, and a lot of meat industry, poultry safety are going to be affected. Think about this. If one day all the chicken, all the fish, all the vegetables that you are taking has been exposed to this kind of technology that make us as a human being so much more healthier. We have a much healthier chicken, much more nutritious chicken, much more lively fish, much more empowering and nutritious the food produce. Don't you think it's going to be very fun? Don't you think we are going to transform the world from the plate? And we are in this company, So think about this. If one day, maybe 3 to 5 years later, you are in a company that is provide the entire healthcare ecosystem to the friend around you, Are you excited about this? If yes, start the 333. Are you excited about this? You think about this, so next time, the way we eat, the way we drink, the way the fish farming, everything will be fully transformed, and I'm part of the pictures, It's going to be fun, right? Okay. So I'm very, very excited. Let me tell you, I am very excited. So this is why I really want to tell you, this company is there to go. Okay, at least for the next 30, 50 years, is you'll definitely be there. But when company continue to release such a fantastic product, right? Every time there's a new breakthrough, are you still there or not? So the only reason I can ensure you are there is to do this business with integrity. Don't try to do hanky-panky things. Okay, everything, if you think that you don't want your downline to do, then you better don't do. Okay, now, this will be our LifeWave new office in Utah. So we are going to collect the key on 5th of December, and most likely next year Q2 we are going to have a new office. So we are going to visit this office. So this Utah office, I think you'll like the okay, I show you a better photos. Where is my this one? Okay, let me show you a better photo. Okay. Okay. So this will be our new LifeWave Experience Center. It's not called HQ, it's called Experience Center. Such a huge experience center. I can say now in USA, most of the directors company is punching down. Their sales is dropping. But LifeWave is the one, right? We invest in a new factory for the Shy and Dream. We invest in the new experience center. We hire more president for our sales and marketing. And this is another photo. Okay. So David said there will be one floor. They will be used to showcase all the LifeWave technology. And he said, if you have seen LifeWave, you have not seen LifeWave yet. So there will be a lot of technology that has been in the lab for the past 10 years, 15 years that David never revealed to any one of us. He will start to showcase the technology. So that is a showcase center to make people, wow, what type of company is this? Okay, so this will be a very big experience center for us to witness how does it feel to be at the forefront of a technology company in health. So and then I asked this question, say David, so we are from Malaysia and Singapore, and Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines. If you want to go to Orlando over and over again, I think it's very hard for me to encourage my people to go because they cannot go to Universal Studio or the Disneyland for so many times. Is that possible? We bundle this together. We go to the HQ for a trip, the experience center in Utah, and then we go to the convention. If can, we can even organize. I would suggest the convention to be organized in the Utah itself, so we can go to the office at the same time we can have the convention. So and then David said, okay. He said, the good thing is we haven't firmed out when will be our next year venue, but he got my point. Imagine if convention really at Utah, and we can go to the convention, attend the 20-year anniversary, and visit the office, how good it will be. Okay. And then I asked again, I said, David, if really not able to make it because 20-year anniversary, maybe you want to go on cruise. At 15-year anniversary, David, bring the leaders to go for a cruise. So imagine in 20 years anniversary, people also go for a cruise. Can we suggest that at least you have an incentive trip for us in this part of the region to go to just to visit the experience center? Because I feel that in this part of the region, like Singapore, Malaysia, we are so far away, the connection is not there. I use an example like Young Living or Teotera. They will always organize trip for the distributors to visit their farm. I think it's a good connections. So for us, the connection with David is only through the Zoom or through the convention shake hand. We don't have a deeper connection. So David say, I got what you mean. And he quote a few examples. So I believe this is going to happen. Okay, so I can't wait that we can go together as a team to witness being at the forefront of a health technology, and what are the things that we can learn, what are the things that we can expect, and hopefully as soon as possible, we bring back those useful technology back to our nation to transform the healthcare system, to transform the agriculture system. Is going to be very, very exciting. Anyone is here with me? Anyone want to go to visit this experience center next year? Start to 111. Anyone is joining me next year? Start to 111. This year, I will give you a miss to USA convention because my wife is delivering. But next year, I will be there. Okay, anyone is joining me? Start to 111. Amazing, ah. Okay, so let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. I think it's going to be it's going to be a very enlightening session to be able with this the founders, and then to really witness the technology. Okay, actually last year or the year before, David does invite us. He say if any time you are coming to San Diego, he can host us. Okay, so David is someone who are really passionate about the distributors one. Okay, he will always say yes to distributor requests. So I think very likely we can make this happen. So this is why now you have 1 year until next year visit to the experience center. My job as your leader is not to let you to use your pocket money to go. No, I want you to make the money from LifeWave, use that money to go to USA. If can, we sit for business class. Okay, so this is why compared to the year before, we don't have 6+6, we don't have 18 quick fix, we don't have the 10 fast step. Now you have all this already. Please make use of it. Do it the right way. Now there are a few things that there's a few piece of things that David have talked about this. So now let me share with you. Okay. So David has a piece of technology that is able to make our red blood cell much more healthier, much more mobilized. And when this happens, the age reversal happens. So imagine that your red blood cell is so healthy, it can carry on more nutrient, it can carry on more oxygen. So automatically, your organ will have more nutrient, will also have more oxygen, right? If you can make your red blood cell more healthy. So David has already have this technology. So if this technology is able to enhance the quality of the red blood cell, cancer cell, if they are exposed to a very healthy red blood cell, the cancer cell will die by itself. Okay, so David is saying that we might have a piece of technology that can really help a lot of people. So this piece of technology, he has tried on 20 people, and every one of them has the average response time of 10 seconds. That means use this technology, within 10 seconds, every one of them, they are going to see the result. And this piece of device technology also can enhance the muscle growth. That means, for example, normally you go exercise for 1 hour, and then it takes 3 days for your muscle to regrow back. Okay, and this device is going to speed up. So because the red blood cell getting healthier, right? So everything, the transportation of the nutrient is getting better. So if you look at how LifeWave David Smith invent the products, right? Now we have stem cell. But if you have a lot of stem cell, but if your red blood cell is not able to drive the circulation to bring the stem cell to the important organs, right? No matter how much stem cell you have, right? It is not going to be 100% functional. So now you see you have a technology to work on the red blood cell. So this is how detailed David is able to take. So, and David used this piece of device for one of the person, and this is someone with a very strong background, so I cannot tell you the name. And this gentleman have a decompressed spine. That means he has to use the walking stick. After 45 minutes, after using this technology for 45 minutes, he can walk without the canes. Okay, so it's incredible and 100% success rate. So we can indeed be captured our youth. This is what David said. So and he said next year 20-year anniversary for the Sardinia qualifier, which is I'm one of it, I will get one device. Okay, so I hope that once I get a device at the first time I can really come back to share with you all. Okay, so we will see how next year. So someone asked a question. So they asked David, if you have this device or technology, although we don't know what it is, will it make our LifeWave patches obsolete? That means now we all use the technology, we don't need the patch already. The David said it won't, because all kind of technology that we have, it always complementary to one another. They will not have any kind of technology that activates stem cell. External is the only one. But to truly reverse aging, it not only takes stem cell, it takes a lot of other factors also. So all kind of device, we are going to teach our body a certain response to reverse aging in a different manner. So he said no need to worry. He have all this planned up already. So okay, and this one I talked to you already. I think I talked to you, please. Oh, okay. So David say, because there are too much fear being injected to the people nowadays. So David, in 20-year anniversary, David is going to relaunch LifeWave. He's going to relaunch LifeWave at 20-year anniversary with light. So it's not, they mean for the first 19 years, it's all about the patch, right? The patch, the reverse aging with the patch. But 20-year anniversary onwards, we are no longer a patch company. We are going to have an ecosystem, how to give people confidence to get healthy on their own without fear. So this is how David envisioned 20-year anniversary later. It will be a pivot point for LifeWave to become a much more holistic company. But we will always focus on light. So, but we can dissect light, utilize light in a different manner, in a patch, in a machine, in the water, in the agriculture. So we are still basically a photo biomodulation using light therapy company. However, David David pointed this out. As we have more and more devices and technology to help us to reverse our age, it also means that our body will take up more resources to heal faster. So what it does is this, he really look at the cell after using all the technology, how does the cell react? So, and then he realized the cell really getting more active, much more energetic, but the utilization of the proteins and the nutrient also exhausts very fast. So which means to say, David understand this. He said, we have all kind of technology that can really increase the speed of healing to be so much more faster, but at the same time, if the raw ingredients is not enough to heal, it doesn't matter how advanced is our technology. So David said, we must also put in a way, he said this, we must put in a way to ensure that the people has enough nutrient for the device to work effectively. This is why I personally think, right, as LifeWave having more and more technology, David will also start to look at the nutrition part. Okay, but I don't think we'll be like other nutritional company, what magnesium la, vitamin la, protein. I don't think so. He is going to have a blend of a lot of key mineral or key element that is commonly lacking in today's diet. So David always say, in today's diet, we always lack in copper, we lack in vitamin K, we lack in vitamin D and K2. He always have this kind of understanding and knowledge. What are the nutrients that the modern people is lacking? So imagine that David has all kind of knowledge. He has all kind of device, all kind of products that he know that if someone don't have this nutrient, it will limit the efficacy of this product. And if David, based on this understanding, to formulate a nutritional support series, not only to enhance our diet, it also enhance the efficacy of surrounding technology, is going to be a game changer. Because we know a lot of people nowadays, they tend to eat outside, so they cannot take care of their food. But sometimes it's not the macronutrient that matters, it's the micronutrient, it's the trace element, the trace mineral. It's those 1 to 2 nano or milligram of the nutrient that make the whole difference. If David really can have this formulation, that you just take this and then all your diet will be covered. How good it is. Okay, so do you think that David is really genius? That means when he invented technology in other companies, right? This is how I see. He invented technology, you use it, you see the result very good already. But David not only stopped there. Although you have seen the result with this product, but I want to observe the cell. How is the response to the cell? So I want to know what are the limitations and how I can enhance it further. This is how how detailed our David Smith, our founder is. Do you feel proud to be working with this kind of genius who really have the kind of compassion to look at so much of detail just to ensure whatever that we say, whatever that we do is genuinely good for the society? If you feel proud about this, start to a 444. If you feel proud about this, start to a 444. Amazing, right? Okay, so and one more thing, sir. So and someone asked David, when you're really able to have this breakthrough, how do you feel when you are able to really uncover, to discover this code? And David said, I really feel very amazed. And I feel very rewarding because after 20 over years of struggle in the laboratory, and I come to this discovery, and he feel that he's very grateful because it means that the creator really leave a footprint in the human realm, that he has the creator God has this kind of compassion on us, and he feel very grateful. So as he speak about this, we can also feel his compassion. Okay, and David talk about this. He said, do you know frog, when they are amputated, okay, their limbs can never grow back. Okay, like humans also the same thing. But recently there is a study that is able to allow the amputated frog to regrow the limbs. And you don't need a lot of stem cell. That means it's not about thinking you have a lot of stem cell to grow back the entire limbs. It's no. It's about a signaling. That means when you can tell the frog that particular peptide, give them this communication, everything will start to grow back the leg by itself already. So David didn't say anything, but I presume this. I think it's the next 10 to 20 years time. If LifeWave X39 can make you grow hair to grow, where even people, the whole finger, the fingernail already drop off completely dark color and yet can grow back a new nail. We have people even have an enlarged heart can become a normal heart. We can even have people have issue about some kind of a broken bone, and able to build back the bone in such a short period of time. Imagine this. I think it's possible. 20 years later, we might be working with a company that is able to help people, the disabled people, to regenerate their limbs. Wonderful, right? And we already have been doing this, right? Although we see from the nail, from the fingers, but I think this is going to be possible. Okay, so and so it's easy anyways. Okay, so the rest of the points are all more on administrative, on the organization things already, like the compliance kind of thing. So I'm not going to bother you with all this info. I will install those information into our organization structures and how we educate our customers. So don't need to worry about that. Okay, so after what I have said for the past 34 minutes, you never listen to David. You never really have seen the product yet, but only by listening to me forwarding the message, maybe I can only forward 30% of the accuracy. Do you already feel it open out your mind already? If you feel that you really open out your mind by listening to this, you start the word 222. You feel that, oh my God, I can never imagine in my lifetime I have this opportunity to work in this kind of company, to witness. Any one of us is only 70 to 80 years or 100 over years with LifeWave, right? So I think the most powerful things is we are able to really make full use of this life to be part of something big. We don't know what LifeWave can lead us to, but at least, right, we have something to look forward to. So I'm so glad to share this journey with you. Okay, so most important thing, and I can guarantee you, it's just matter of time. You are going to see something big in LifeWave. So do this business with the right mindset, with a growth mindset. Okay, take team once fight the sales, suddenly you want to fight all the sales. Don't need so much. What I really want you to do is learn the basic things, do things the right way, treat people the right way, like what our David says. When you start to have certain achievement already, like what even David with such achievement in the laboratory, he still can work out, explain to us patiently, and then tell us, with your capabilities, you all can succeed elsewhere. So I'm very grateful, and this is my little appreciation to you. Even David can say this. So I just want to let you know, when you become successful in this organization, in this company, right? Remember, the credit is always your downline. Never claim credit. Even you know that I know I can go this is because of my job, it's because of my work. I work very hard. You know it, but you please don't say. Your credit always go to your downline. So I've seen a lot of other companies, their top leaders, when they're up to the certain peak, they start to collapse. It's because their ego start to set in already. So I don't want this to happen in my organization. This is why I try my best to be one of the role model. And I really learned it from David Smith. If David can do like this, our company can do like this, we all can do like this. Okay, let us transform our nation and let us be part of the strong support force to David Smith to achieve his dream. Okay, so thank you. You're spending time with me this Friday night. I will see you next Wednesday for English session, next Monday for Chinese session. Good night. Bye bye. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Welcome. 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 Good night. Good night. Good night.